All right. So we have a class apparently. So what we'll do is we'll go to Reddit and take a look at your awesome thesis pieces, and then it sounds like a candy thesis pieces. Yeah, and trust me, they're as tasty. Yeah. So we'll do that, and then I have a sort of a fun, hopefully fun. I hope it's fun exercise to do to round us out. Um, so without further ado, let's go there and get the Zoom window out of the way. There we go.
Oh, nice.
No, that's still my. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, because it's refreshed, I have to scroll down to our beginning. All right. Betty's going to try again with the video. All right. You want to say something, Betty, and see if it's working? I know you're muted at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think I'm connected yet.
No? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
it looks like we're almost there.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see. Well, you're sounding clear now so far, right? Before the computer connects. Just make sure that I'm far enough back to start while you do that. All right. I think, yeah, this is where we start. Okay. All right. Betty, say something now.
I don't see myself on the screen yet, though.
We've got your phone. Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I do. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I think it's working.
Yeah, as soon as you went to the video, the sound went nuts. So, oh well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was worth a try, but all right.
You're wearing two different colored sweaters, Betty.
Yeah, two different cameras, right?
Right. Sound now.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, then I think it's okay because I shut off the sound on my computer, so that.
Okay. Yeah, that was it. So yeah, awesome. Good. Solved. All right. All right. So before we get to thesis pieces, this is a photograph of Lesley's piece, and probably there's more here. Yes, there is. Look at that. Oh wow.
Yeah.
She has been a busy girl. Okay,
Wow.
So she's one of our video only students, but she had other commitments, so she like got those out of the way, and then now she's like working her way in, so she's behind a little bit, but working to catch up. So this is her response, her collage response to the architect she got assigned, which is Shigeru Ban. She chose not to focus on one of his buildings, but on his concepts and construction techniques. The use of pattern, specifically diamonds and squares, lashing techniques for use in smaller constructions, the innovative use of paper tubing in his construction. So he's that Japanese architect who did a bunch of like temporary shelters for emergencies as part of his practice. His awareness of location and environment, the use of natural materials and colors, and how he allows the influence of nature to come or be seen through his structures. The colors are a little richer in daylight for her artwork. So first thing maybe what we'll do is we'll go to take a look at the images of Bond's work that she's referencing. So wow, there are quite a few.
Wow.
Okay, well So that's fascinating, right? Because it feels the opposite, but it definitely. I love the way you sort of see the grid through the building, and that looks like it might be wood or bamboo, like underneath a cladding of glass. So, and I just
Well,
love that
I hope
angle.
all that's fireproofed.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
And I think we saw this piece
Uh-huh.
earlier, but that's again like tubing, and I don't know whether it's wood or actually paper, because you can fireproof paper for sure. But
Whoa.
yeah, so this is like a lattice of interwoven
Mm.
wood, which is jaw dropping that they could. That like that's the kind of thing that you get in Asia is the unbelievably good craftsmanship. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what this is, but it you can see the this definitely looks like it's been computer modeled, right? But I wonder if it's then executed in wood or composites, like a composite of paper or wood or something like that. Lashings, which are a traditional way of like building bamboo fencing and many other structures in Asia. Okay, so wow. So I wonder what this is. Um, like I wonder. Oh, I think this is some of. She mentioned his notes, and so I think this is something. One of his notes.
Yeah, the building at the top looks like the one we were just looking
Yeah,
at in the
exactly. With
photograph,
the
right?
with the sort of
Mhm.
little vortexes or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this looks like okay. So this is maybe a book of his work. Wow. Because that this looks like a slipcover, or maybe it's a book of prints or something. So, Toshin is a publisher, an art publisher, right? So,
Mm.
yeah. So let us know about that, Lesley. That'd be cool. Anyway, so here is her piece, and it's awesome. Like it's a collage that is referencing a bunch of his ideas, weaving. She's used some three-dimensional stuff that references his lashing and his use of like cylindrical forms. The interweaving of nature, natural colors and materials. We've got like several different colors of wood and natural type fabrics or materials. Sorry. And then this is interesting. I wonder if it looks like it's either on a textured paper. Oops, sorry.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Or cloth or something. Yeah.
Where are we going? There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know whether it looks like it might be metallic gold, but that doesn't seem to make sense for him, so it probably isn't. Um, but yeah, I love that, and I love these like these are these toothpicks, Leslie? They look like they probably are, right? But with like
That is tricky to do those.
tiny little
Yeah,
lashings, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
lashing. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah. She's got her tweezers out, and and I love this, like using it to create a little frame of this like it's almost like it's holding firewood or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, that is very cool. So, well done, Leslie.
It is. Yeah.
All right. So, our first poster of thesis work. This looks like Gail, correct?
It is.
All right, Gail, tell us about this piece.
Well, you saw the gargoyles from
Yeah,
Oaks
yep, yep,
Hall, and I was trying to blend that with hidden architecture, the
yeah,
idea of something underneath that is eroding or, creating gouges,
yeah.
tunnels, that type of thing.
Eating little patterns through the yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
so I was trying to incorporate those two feelings of those architectural elements that protect, and then those that are hidden that actually destroy
Yeah.
or erode. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know erosion is technically a wind or water or whatever, or ice, but eroding is kind of what
Hmm.
what those insects do. So
Hmm.
I adore this piece. It's it's so interesting. Like my eye wanders around and latches onto things and moves on and moves around, and so you're including paint as well, and
Yes.
paint markers, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And did you study the patterns of like eatings, but like the patterns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the black element in the top right
Yep.
is an enlarged insect mandible.
Oh, wow. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that one of those tiger beetles? It looks like it.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
the mandibles are like a third of the
Yeah.
or half the size of the insect. Yeah, they're
Hmm.
crazy. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's like this is the tool with which we do our work.
Yeah.
And given that like all the gargoyles are very mouth oriented too, right? So
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's got a lot of mystery and kind of
yeah,
wonder about it because it is sort of who knows what the heck is going on. And
Right.
yeah, no, it's really lovely and subtle with just grays, really gray and black,
yeah,
or
and like
you
very
know,
muted colors, right? Like
yeah,
she's brought in some like some sort of
yellows or something.
yellow
Yeah.
green, yeah.
Yeah.
And no, it really has a I'm missing the word, but it's rich, it's engaging, it's subtle, it feels dreamlike or
Nightmarish.
yeah, nightmarish or
Yeah. Yeah.
and it
Is
feels
that gargoyle got a red eye? Am I-
Yes.
yep.
Yeah. I had
She
I
couldn't
had
resist.
to.
Yep.
I couldn't resist.
Yep.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. Oh, this is so great. And I love how things move between, right? Like there are collaged elements, but they're very well integrated with the paint and the other. Like, there's
Mhm.
paint and there's collage and there's paint markers. Is there any other thing you're using? I see some fine black lines too.
Actually, the fine black lines have been scratched in the paint.
Okay,
Right.
right.
So
Yeah.
that's a reductive process where
Okay,
you're taking
yeah.
out. Yeah. Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
here, some down here.
There's also a little bit of tissue paper collaged in as well.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives you some texture, like
Yeah.
up here. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yep. Wow,
Yeah, it's
it feels
wonderful.
like an artifact. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, wow.
Mm.
Notre Dame Cathedral or something, a close up of
Yeah.
Notre Dame in the ruins, or before.
Yeah, and like there's almost like a growing moss or something feeling with the
Yeah.
introduction of the greens, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And was that intentional? Was that
It
this?
was intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Gail? I think it came out really well.
I think it came out really well. Yeah, I really enjoyed working on this piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Wow.
Thank you.
All right. Our next exhibitor is Ann Gottfried, who's another one of our video only students. So she lives in the beaches and has lived there for over 50 years. She worked as a high school teacher, librarian in her early days, and loved the feeling of being amongst books. So that's why she chose her library, local library. The Beaches branch of the public library important role in the community. She's witnessed, she herself has witnessed its various expansions and renovations. Collages entitled Well Read, and it has a red interior, which we'll see. She's also sent a couple of pictures of the actual library, the basic shape of the building itself, and all sorts of images and words, Dewey Decimal numbers in some instances, but ascending to the viewer from the open book along the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love
just see
that.
that.
Yeah, so yeah, get a little closer here. Yeah, look at all the now you see like the richness of the especially that left-hand third. All the different things that emerge from books and that we learn and the wonders.
I think it's so funnily, well, first of all, I love the red, but it's also wonky. And
Yeah.
the wonkiness goes out the door and is out into the world, you know, that's how I look at it.
It makes it feel permeable, doesn't it? Like when you have these like gaps, right? And that's kind of, you know, when you think about it, that's the role, especially of a library, is the dissemination of what's inside, right?
Right.
So, yeah, so this is the actual library.
Right.
From outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple other views.
Oh, and the red interior. What?
Yeah, let me see.
What an interesting building.
Yeah, so you see like it's like an arts and crafts kind of feeling.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
vaulted ceiling, and then the red, like very vibrant. You don't expect red like that in a library, right?
No.
Which is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
There it is.
Wonder how many town council or library council discussions they had to have before they could paint it red.
I wonder if it, like, I'd be curious to know if it was something from the original or not.
I wonder if it might have something to do with a play on the word red, like
Right,
read, red,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That might be beyond the directors. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the voice of someone who's worked with committees for too long.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, Barbara, but I feel you. My first design boss used to get exasperated from time to time, and he would push his glasses up on his forehead and close his eyes, and he used to recite, "Search all your towns and all your cities, you'll find no statues of committees."
I love the little quote up on the roof: "Shared stories, shared wisdom."
Yeah,
I really
right.
like- yeah.
And it's given like a pride of place, right? And it's got it's the one thing in that relatively quiet area of black roof lines, and that really pops it. And so that's a great use, Anne, and thanks for pointing it out. Of like, there's lots of busyness, like it's super busy over here, somewhat busy here, and then quiet in here. And then popping that one thing in there, really, that becomes a strong focal point. So those words better count, and they do, right? So yeah, like 031 Fun would not have had the same
No.
Impact.
Right?
Yeah.
And it looks like that bottom that is like a side of a book is a scrunch piece of paper, like it's 3D.
It is. It totally is. Yeah, but it really comes across as an open book, right?
Yeah.
And the sort of, it's sort of open, and this black sort of signifies the binding, and then it feels like the stuff is exploding out from it. So
And the penguins. And are they penguins at 598.47 is the question. You know, could we use this as a reference
Well,
piece?
if you're not sure, ask us. Yeah, that's great. And libraries are a place to go explore your curiosity, right? So that's like ask us is a great word phrase
I
too,
also
right?
like all the different styles of text and writing on
Yes,
the
right?
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of characters that from different languages and I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It looks like she found like this looks like it might be a found thing of postcards that
Hmm.
that are so she could glue that down and have an immediate background of lots of writing.
Maybe, yeah.
And then I'm not positive. And then there are all kinds of chunks of like there's some and the different colors too, right? Like pink,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
sort of the yellower sort of sepia, but then over top of the pink they inform each other because it's translucent. Yeah, it's great. It's really great. And then
You know,
there
she's stuffed in Gothic art and architecture down at the bottom left, right? Do you see the line? The piece of
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at
paper.
that. Yep, yep. Perfect, right? Free service, which she's taken from two different places, which it's that's one of the basic tenets of libraries, right? And I didn't even notice at first, but I was like, what are these? Oh, it's like the birch trees that are presumably
Ah, right.
well, maybe not birch, but there is a
Whatever
prominent
trees.
tree, yeah, exactly nearby. So awesome. And that is take a bow. That's a really nice piece. I which reminds me, Lesley, who's the one who did the video only student who did the Shigeru Ban, she said feel free to comment on her works. I know a bunch of you guys aren't on Reddit, and I've seen the activity has been a little less than when we have Facebook. But if do feel free to comment on each other's pieces on Reddit if you and she was hopeful that that people might post some other things and stay active afterwards. And I said, well, that's going to be up to the students, up to you guys. But the Reddit will stay. So you know if you do some work after the course and want to share it with your fellow students, please feel free. All right, Shauna. Wow. Wow. So
Yeah, wow is right.
this feels like a antiquity meets modernity or Mies van der Rohe or so and then we've got like Picasso's piece in the center. So tell us about this and how it evolved. Shauna.
Okay. Thank you. I changed it and sent you another one, but I know you've got so many tasks. I felt so guilty asking
Oh
you to send
no.
it again.
Okay, hang on.
But this is the piece.
Let me spotlight you for a second and then we'll go back.
Wow.
So it's bigger than I usually work.
Yeah, I'll say.
As you can see, I took the strip of bacon out on this side. It's because I calmed down after I calmed down one of the Colosseum shots. You know, I calmed down the brick red, and that just had to go. So a little bit of serendipity. I replaced it with a torn elevation from my book, which is by Palladio, and I think we've touched on it in the. It's the Book of Four Architectures. Has anyone heard of it?
No.
4 books of architecture?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have
It's
heard
very-
of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
it's
don't
very
know about it.
interesting.
Yeah.
He was born in the mid 1500s in Vicenza, Italy. His name was Palladio, and what he did was he looked at Roman at classical architecture and made this incredible document which captures all of their measurements, all of their principles, all of their designs. I mean, they're beautiful.
Wow.
Mm.
They're etched copper plates, and he
Wow.
made that in the
Wow.
1500s. It
Yeah.
was republished in the 1700s, republished again in the 1950s. This is the Dover edition, published
Yeah, I was
in
going to say, I think Dover did it. Yeah.
67. And, I found it at thrift. And I just
Wow.
love it because every time I want a Corinthian capital for something, I just chop it out of here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, ripping it out of
architect
the book.
students would just be aghast, because that's how I treat it. And I never really look at this Corinthian,
Yeah.
look at
Yeah,
Wow.
beautiful.
Wow. Yeah. All that detail, right?
it's
Yeah.
just a real peach of a find at
Yeah.
thrift. But I'm so superficial, and I thought, I should read
Nonsense.
the damn thing.
That's what we all think, Shauna. Shauna's so superficial. She knows all about art and
I was
architecture.
just thinking that.
Yeah.
So wait till you hear. This was an eureka moment. Wait till you hear this paragraph. I won't bore you with the whole thing, but it says, Palladio was more than an interpreter of a particular style. He was a spokesman for the belief in valid rules, in immutable canons, for the belief that there is a correct, right way to design. One could even go further and call him a spokesman for absolute standards. He's the only architect after whom an architectural idiom is named, Palladianism. You talk about Palladian window.
Yeah.
Nobody speaks of Brunelleschianism, Bromotism, or in most examples of rightism or Le Corbierism. Here it
Good
is.
point.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Wow.
Miesian would be a possible term, and in a way for the same reason, because of the striving for a perfect, valid form inherent in it. In this sense, Mies van der Rohe himself could be labeled a Neo-Palladian.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That is
And that's
very
the
cool.
guy I picked.
Yeah.
Mies
Yeah.
van
Like
der Rohe.
you've got these this connection across centuries. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why it was a bit of a eureka moment this morning at 7:30. I put in a tear from
Right from that. Yep.
Palladio book. Yeah.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
This
I
is
love the
for-
sweep of it. That
Yeah.
spiral
Yeah. The sweep is
building in.
awesome, right? Like
This
Yeah.
and my finger is pointing at a
Crystal.
magnascopic view of quartz crystal.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Out of
yeah.
a book of magnified images of Earth. And here is
Wow.
Mies's
Yep.
Farnsworth house down here.
Yep.
This wonderful image of this wonderful classical woman with the hair clip made out of the Barcelona chair. Was my way of bringing Lily
Oh,
right.
Right.
Oh
Back
my
into
God.
All
hope
that
he's happy.
credit that
Yeah.
he received. Yeah. And
And
yeah.
Are those
So
fountains in the lower left?
they are three fountains, the same fountain that is in the that is in front of the Seagram building, which
Okay, right.
is the main the center building.
Yep.
And I took the Picasso out because I found a better image, which is people using the space, walking along the fountain
Yep.
area in Ottawa. I think it's Ottawa actually, and reflected. So there are people, and of course that's what architecture is for.
Yeah.
And there's the Brooklyn Bridge, a wonderful transition. So many great architects came from the Europe over to America.
Yeah.
And so that this is just my sort of spin on collage is so fun because I keep talking to myself as I'm doing it and telling stories as I go. So it lets me tell stories. I love it.
You know what? It's full of stories. It's full of
and I love these sort of bolted panels, which I took one day. I was downtown and I looked up in the side the TTC station, and the old, mid-century metal tiles on the roof. I just was fascinated by. So I took a picture of them, thinking one day I'd use them in collage, and there they are.
Right. And where was that? What station?
It was in the TTC down by College, on the ceiling. Just these old, kind of mildewed iron brackets, but I love them. So I had a piece of those which I made a color copy of. And you guys, I don't have a copier, so all of this has to be wrestled with in like actual
Oh.
size. I can't
I
fiddle with
I
size.
love that. You
And I'm
know,
just so, Cat knows how fussy I am. I'm just so anal about making things work and fit. So I'm kind of proud of this because it all sort of fits.
yeah, because you
It
should
does.
be.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that's
No.
enough. That's enough about me.
No, okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to Reddit because I want to. I mean, I know
Thanks
it's
for
not.
letting me go on and on.
Okay, so yeah, I see the things that have changed, but
Yeah.
something that I really admire about you, Shauna, is that how many threads you like to weave.
Yeah.
Like how many things you bring into it. Like, and yeah, I'm looking at this piece and seeing and having seen the later edition, and I think the later edition I see the improvements. It's definitely
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
did you see New York City? Did you see downtown New York right here?
No,
Just
okay,
above
right.
her head. It's in the courts.
In
And
this area, right?
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a skyline. I shouldn't have put sharpen on so much, but it's New York City skyline right there in the middle of the courts, which just by happenstance had the same sort of colors.
Yeah.
And shapes of
Yeah.
highlights.
Exactly. Yeah, the buildings.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sort of.
The way you have fit together so many narratives and so many disparate pieces in a very cohesive whole. It reminds me, does anyone remember that book, or not book, that television series called Connections? It was a series, I forget, I don't remember. It was on PBS and it was like um, the guy who presented it talked about how he did the kind of things like these are the butterfly wings that caused the hurricane over here. So
Oh,
he
yeah,
talks
yeah.
about like the
Yeah.
connections through history that enable the
Yeah.
disparate things to have happened
Yeah.
that you would never imagine. And this piece makes me feel like that. Like like when Shauna mentions the Brooklyn Bridge and why that's in there. And and the fountains, you know, and all the various and Lucy, was it no Lily, right? Yeah, Mies
Yeah,
van der Rohe.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I adore like all those connections. So
Well,
The other thing that's I think really unifying is the colors too,
yeah,
like that
right,
kind of
right.
Mhm.
And
aged
Beautiful.
brick look, you know,
and
and
this sweep
yellowish
that
and
runs through
orangish.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you know with architecture you can often end up with like extremely
Bold.
rigid. Yeah, exactly. Rigid and rectilinear. And
Yeah.
so she's brought in like the crystals, the human elements, the curves from like the few curved buildings, right? So yeah. Shauna, you wanted to say something, it looked like.
you're not going to believe it when I tell you this, but do you see under the large Brooklyn Bridge an elevation of a balcony in a building? It's white. Do you see that? Yeah,
Yes.
that's taken
Yeah.
from a magazine, which I don't know where I found it. And know it was from Thrift, but there was it was an award magazine for architects. I just bought it, filed it. So I get
Good
it out
idea.
and I see this image, which is actually the same image that's connected to the staircase. Okay, the stair.
Yes.
Yeah,
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 it's just it just appealed to me so much.
yeah.
I find out, I look at the credit, and it's Mies van der Rohe's grandson.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's
Yeah.
what 2022 it won an award for this
Yep.
architectural. And I thought, okay, that's got to go in.
Yep, yep. And I also love how, you know, how you have used things the size you found them. And yet we have huge things, small, medium-sized things, small things like the Mies van der Rohe thing or the one of his grandson. It's a tiny image, right? This is a tiny image. There are tiny things,
Mhm.
and then there are quite huge things, and then there is everything in between. So, yeah.
Thank you.
This Shauna, it's truly a thesis piece for sure. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. All right, Barbara. Now we're going to something very different. I love it.
Wow.
All right, tell us about it, Barbara.
Well, this is, remember my building was Aga Khan,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm actually really kind of disappointed in the end. I'm not really particularly happy with this.
Oh
Uh,
dear.
well, I just, I think it's overthinking. Like 2 weeks is too much.
Okay.
Give
all
me an
right.
hour and I can do something.
You
No,
just should have left
and
it
then
later.
familiarity breeds contempt. But anyway, what I was trying to do was get the idea of the brutalist architecture,
Yep,
sort of the
yep,
heavy, boxy
yep.
building, but within it, this kind of wonder of treasures and
Yeah,
shapes
yeah.
and delicacy. And I don't know. Anyway,
I
and the
I
I
I get
go
that
ahead.
feeling. Like I get the feeling of like crisp, clean, bold
Mhm.
against like remarkably ornate, detailed,
Yeah.
intricate. I get that feeling very strongly from this.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And you know what else? I get a strong feeling of like with the flat colors collage and their strong color, I get a feeling like Matisse's paper cuts, and those are like sort of simple, bold, graphic, and then those really contrast with the artifacts kind of feelings of things. So, what is the second image?
The second image is I gave up, on that one. And I thought, what am I trying to get at? And part of it is, the hugeness of that building.
Right, right.
And what happens when you go in. And so I had this, and again, I'm dreaming or having nightmares, about what this
Dreaming,
could look
dreaming.
like.
I'll go with dreaming.
And it comes out of many doorways, many openings to rooms, and every room has another layer of complexity or beauty or whatever,
Yep.
and goes all the way back, and not just in that building, but into history and into
Right.
and into land and lands
Yeah.
that far away, right? So that's what I was thinking of with this one, and tried just to stop before I added any more, any.
So Barbara, I really adore both of them. And I love that this one is what you did second when you looked at the first one
Mhm.
and you come on. Um, this one is a really nice piece. I know you don't feel that way, but I'm telling you, it's very
Okay, all right. I'm
interesting.
happy to hear
Okay,
that. Yeah.
okay, yeah. It's very engaging. The contrasts are interesting. There's also a fair bit um of dynamism and sort of static,
Yeah,
not
quite.
static, stability, dynamism
Mhm.
and stability, bold simplicity and intricate detail. But I love that you started thinking more about the experience. And so this is maybe a little more literal. And
Mhm.
then this
Mhm.
is more thinking about like what is the journey of someone visiting this? What do
Mhm.
they see? What do they experience? And I love the idea of like these doorways um, with that that bring you into, and we've got little snippets of them, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can see just a little snippet of like what this person is going to experience as they
Yeah.
continue to go through. And I love the idea of like going back into history, back into landscape,
Mhm.
um, like a museum as like lots of people wrongly think of museums as like repositories for old shit, right?
Yeah. Right.
instead of like uh, 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 you could just as easily frame it as a time traveling machine, right? And
Mhm.
And that's kind of more what you're getting at here, the magic of it, right? Like what it
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
for us. And like that's I really like I'm glad you did the second one because it shows your processing and saying, okay, yeah, this, but there's something else I would need to get at.
Yeah, and the first one I started thinking advent calendar-ish, sliding doors and all kinds of things, and then I gave up on that. But there's anyway, we all had many other ideas that were along the way, I'm sure. So
No, but so yes, the advent calendar is also a great idea, like all these doors and the treasures within, of course. But this gets across like travel over distance, you
yeah,
know?
time and distance,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Whereas one of the things with advent calendars is all the doors are sort of on the same plane, right?
Oh no, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
have done that, but just have had little opening doors. But I thought, how do you present that? I mean, even in a museum, how would you, I mean, my paintings are never going to be in a museum, but how would the door, how could you make that work for a viewer?
Yeah. This is a good example of how you could, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So everything becomes flat. Or not always, but a lot of our visual art is flat.
Yeah, and of course, if we want to get into into sculptural aspects,
Yeah.
then of course you can actually address the third dimension, but you can imply it, and you've used some of the basic devices for creating depth here, right? With the decreasing size moving
Yeah.
upwards towards the horizon, right? So and you've done a bunch of things that like the figure in the foreground feels close. The sun and the clouds and the landscape and the fact that this is getting smaller connects these two through depth and time. So
What I like, what I like is the just the choice of the little slivers of what's inside the
yeah,
room
right.
are so rich.
Yeah.
So you can just get this hint, because that there's something rich in there because of those the two patterned ones in particular. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see them adjacent to each other, the two collages.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe one collage is there. I don't know.
Okay.
This is the best I can do.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine
It's fun,
yourself
yeah.
looking back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
But
nice.
you can still see Barbara's DNA in both of them. But I love the evolution of your thinking, Barbara. I think that's really great.
Thank you.
Wow. All right. Betty. But I keep bringing myself back to architecture, damn it. Betty's like frustrated that the course is about architecture. Step away from the hanging. The Campbell's Bay Courthouse has a bullseye.
Is Betty here?
Are you here, Betty?
Yeah, I am
Okay.
here.
Okay,
All
good.
right. Okay. Sorry.
Yep. In French, Œil de Bœuf means eye of the steer, a small round window. Built in 1925 that follows a neoclassical style, very common at the time. All right, Betty, over to you. Tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just kept feeling like I was tripped up with all the details on the hanging. And I think if you go forward a bit further in, you'll see some earlier
Okay. All right. So
versions.
so that was the final one we were looking at, or
Similar, except that this one kind of had that apple and the words in it, and I decided that wasn't right either.
all right. So this is
And
the
there you
building.
see the courthouse with the
Yep.
little window.
The,
Yeah.
the window up at the top. Yep.
and so this is a piece that I did, and it was like, oh my goodness, it feels like high school. Just I'm trying to connect the hanging with the window with the
You know, I this is what creativity looks like, Betty, and so I know you worry about it, but um it's a process of trying things. You don't know until you try, and you do it and you look at it and you think about it. And if you can progress gradually towards being um, um, recognizing that you want to take it further without beating yourself up about it, that's sort of when you sort of reach a sweet spot in your creativity, right? It's like, okay, no, yeah, that's not it. Why isn't it? Instead of like, oh my God, it's high school. I'm a complete failure. Kat's gonna like flog me, you know? So
Yeah, it was interesting too, because I did reflect on like the feeling I had doing this, and it felt very left brain. And it was like, no, I'm not getting the right feeling in my body and in my, from working on it.
yeah, good,
So that
good.
so that that gave me the signal to, okay, what is working on here? Okay, well, I had made the bull,
Yep,
because that was fun. And
yeah, yeah,
I could break it down to, okay, how am I going to start with this collage? I know where to start, but once I decided to focus on the eye and get away from that story, right? Yeah, once I started to focus on the window, because I went back, because Gail inspired me, with her piece of looking just at the gargoyles.
right, right.
I'm sorry, I'm coughing.
Yeah, no worries. Don't worry. Just take a moment. We have the time you need.
Yeah, so focusing on the window and then the bullseye, making that, then I was like, okay, those are two elements that feel really interesting and have sort of carried through history.
Yep.
And then I was like, well, and the neoclassical columns, so I wanted that.
Yep. Yep.
And then the idea of the courthouse. So when I found those shadow figures, I was like, oh, that's gonna, tie it together for me.
Yeah. Like those, there are a few things I really love about this. So I think it really evolved in it well. Like this image and this image kind of feel nefarious, right? Which is good for a courthouse. But they're not the stars of the show, but they're not going to get missed either.
Right, right.
So it's kind of like they provide context, right? I also really love this idea, like this part of the courthouse would be flat, right? And she's populated it with obviously dimensional feeling chunks of brick, right? And that I love that. Like that really surprises me, and it's a delightful surprise, right? When we take something that we know is flat and depict it with dimensional stuff or vice versa, like that's something that Matisse did a lot, right? He'd take like a chair that we and present it in a way that, oh yeah, that's perspective, and it makes sense, except it's all the same color, right? It's like, so it's flat, but it's also dimensional, and our brain goes, right? And so that's interesting. Okay, so Betty, I think I interrupted you in the middle of telling us how you got here, so forgive me.
I don't know that I've got a lot more to say, really. I mean, when I wanted to put in the apple and then realized, no, that just complicates it. And then I was like, the apple too signified to me like Einstein or something.
Right, yeah, Einstein, Newton,
and I was like, that's
not
what I'm
Adam and Eve or something.
Washington.
Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with this final piece, and I
Yeah.
really do love like the process. Watching myself go through the process, I was like, well, I just had to, work it out. I could never have come to this piece without having gone through that journey of all those other ones, right?
Yeah, that's it,
Yeah.
right? That's it. Like that's sort of what I was getting at with
Yeah.
Barbara's second piece as well, right? And and Shauna, bless her, she showed us like, and because I didn't catch the last edition, we saw one earlier, and then we see how she had evolved it. That is to art is a verb, right? I mean, it's a case of like we we keep refining, we keep revising, we keep thinking and planning and replanning and working intuitively depending on which it seems to need. And these are great examples. And thank you for showing us the stages along the way, because I think that's really beneficial for all of us. As it is for you to sort of see, oh, I started there, and that's where I got to, right? Because this is all in the same piece, right? Like you move stuff around and then ended up here. So when you're looking back at your collages, if you take photographs of them along the way, you'll never see it in that stage again. So if you take the photographs, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I see here it really wasn't working, but look at the collage that I ended up with at the end, right? So that's really beneficial to see, to sort of affirm that we know what we're doing and we're getting better, and the process is interesting. So
Yeah. Good.
yeah, awesome. Bravo. All right, Ingrid, tell us.
Wow.
So this was so interesting for me, and I was so excited about this, doing this initially, because I love the building and I had all these ideas, and I was gonna, so I felt like I was on a bit of a, like I would swing wildly from being so excited and thrilled to, what am I doing? This is,
what, oh my God, what am I thinking, right? Yep.
And back again. Yeah. So, but it was a wonderful process, and I really, I just couldn't tear myself away from my desk. It was a weird feeling. I don't get that with many other things, where I just I couldn't leave it. I couldn't leave the project.
That's magic right there. That's flow state. That's kind of like the that's the holy grail we're all searching for, because that's when the magic happens, right? Is when it's like that. It's like, no, I don't need to eat. I don't need to feed the dog. I don't need to sleep, right?
But I did get caught up in technical stuff, just not being able to do what I wanted, what I saw. And so that was challenging. And I'm not sure it's about anything at this point. I sort of lost track of the ideas I had. It's sort of a celebratory, I guess, or an homage maybe to the art center, the building.
Sorry, I
but
didn't interrupt.
But not. I think the idea of it being a thesis kind of was a little bit tricky for me, because I thought, okay, finished product. I started thinking, okay,
right, yeah, sorry, okay,
finished product. So and I easily go to that. So
yeah. So,
but I'm not unhappy with it.
No, this is a very well developed first draft of a thesis. Let's put it that way, right? Like because I can understand what you're saying, but I also really think what's here is pretty great.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I know. Like I know you could take it further, and I'd be curious to see what what would happen when you did. But that said, I really find what you've done really interesting. It it's I love the richness of the red areas, like built up of all these interesting rich uh black and red and then with blue and red things. I love the triangular patterns because what that's a big part of that ceiling and the design of the like the floor plan and all of that has all these interlocking triangles. Um, so that's great. I love this idea of like someone in the spotlight. That is what a performing arts center is about, right? Someone in the
Yeah.
spotlight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
is this like this is like from some celestial imagery, right?
No, it actually was a photograph of somebody on a stage. So they had kind of velvet curtains on the around
Oh
her.
yeah, no, I mean this
The white.
Oh
this
yeah,
right
with the
here.
light. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you put it
yeah,
atop, like it's now the spotlight that's
yeah,
causing
yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is
That
great.
worked.
Yeah. And are these so what are these chunks?
They're just photographs, just pieces of,
Okay, yeah.
blue things.
Right. No,
They
I
look
love
like
it.
glass, are they?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not.
Oh, well, that's nice if that's the.
No, they look like
yeah.
deliberate, either
They look like
pyramids
they look
or
like constellations to me.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I thought
yeah,
at first too, but then I
yeah,
zoomed in and thought, okay, it feels like that, but that it actually isn't, right? So,
yeah. But that's a nice. If it feels like that, that's great because
exactly. And
the
that's one
idea
of
of
the
the
things
stars.
that's fun about collage is looking for things that, oh, that isn't
Right,
constellations, but it has a bit of that feeling, so I'm going to use that, right? So,
right,
um,
right. And
and
I like that she has a bit of a platform that she's standing on, the
yeah,
yellow work, but also it's like a little bit more solid right there.
yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
Sort of nice.
it's got
It's
lots of,
very dramatic. I mean, it's
yeah,
perfect
drama
for
for
the
sure.
place. The
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
colors, the shapes. Yeah. Little Soviet emphasis, I thought.
Yeah,
But
the,
not
the
only
gold
me.
stars and the red, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
but
I
and
know. Well, it was looking kind of American at one point. I thought, oh, we can't have
That
that.
would be even
no,
worse.
you
Yeah.
really don't want that. Yeah. Did you have white stars at first? Is that why?
No, I forgot. Yeah, I had more white space.
Okay, yeah.
White space, and it was
Yeah.
looking very,
But
very
Anyway,
good.
it's great. I love it.
there
And
is like
angles.
I think the reason was it Barbara who said it had a Soviet feeling. There
Yeah.
was a sort of heroism, like the to that sort of
Yeah.
Soviet era poster kind of feeling in it, and it has some of that same strength, right? Um,
Mm.
Strength and conviction, right? The stars, the strong shapes. Um, like I was thinking, oh, this has a lot in common with a poster because it has that impact, right? So
Yes, it does.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
So if you were to do a next draft, Ingrid, do you have ideas for what you would do further?
I don't. I had this, I was just tidying up because I had paper everywhere afterwards, and
Yeah,
I just found all these little scraps, and I thought of all the colors and everything, and I thought I wanted to make a bunch of small. I just needed to process
yep.
somehow the materials or the colors or something. So maybe something would come from that. I don't know, but that's what I sort of wanted to do.
And do you still have all those scraps?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
so I would suggest just for fun,
Hmm.
while it's still relatively fresh in your mind, make a few little vignettes using scraps,
Okay.
just
Okay.
just little things that have interesting shapes and juxtapositions and are this is a bento box, make those little pieces of sushi and then see how that goes because I think yeah, the scraps can be lots of fun, right?
Yeah, I
um
can.
it's kind of like, okay, I've handed in my opus. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
play, right? And
Right.
so
Right. Right.
yeah, it's dessert, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Right.
if you may not want to take it further, and I totally understand that if you do, but if you don't want
Yeah.
to go further, but um, taking some more images of the is it the National Arts Center? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what if they start finding their way in different scales to a couple of other places? Like there's one
Okay.
that's in here, or one that's down there, right? Um,
Okay.
yeah. So because right now you've definitely pulled out aspects of the shapes,
Yeah.
but it might be
Mhm.
interesting to have um, like have some of these shapes finding their way into this, and have some of these finding their way to a few other places outside.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's just one thought, but this piece is very strong, and the stars, that's what it's about. It's about our
Yeah.
stars, right? And
Yeah.
you know these stars have a flag-like feeling, but I think as soon as we see them in context with this building, and especially as someone on stage, it changes to sort of like stars on stage, right? Like the kind of
Mhm.
stars that
Mhm.
that a National Arts Center celebrates, right? So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
All
So
right.
awesome. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice. Really nice. Wow, Leesa.
Yes.
Over
Yeah.
to you.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Um,
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Leesa, this is
yeah.
remarkable. Like I particularly love the way things go into the sky, the water, and the sky, and the roads and beaches sort of find their way in. Like at first glance, it kind of makes sense. It's like, oh, that's a picture of a castle made of a few different pictures of castles on a landscape. But it's not that simple, right? Because horizon line, water down here, small town here, road, beach, the things are doing this kind of like and it's not easy to do this, to get a feel, an overall first view, and then things that then
Mm-hmm.
don't make sense but make sense, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
Leesa, how did you go about this?
Um, I wanted um, to create the impression of castle,
Yep.
of
Mhm.
of the brick, the stone, the unwelcomingness of it, basically,
Yeah,
right? It's
I
not
mean they
very
are a
welcoming.
fortress, right? Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But I also wanted to pull in the other elements of the country.
Yep.
So these images are all from photographs that I took when we were away.
Wow, that's next level. And it's like it's not only your collage, but it's all your imagery too. Like, wow.
Yeah, so I can, and so I wanted to just sort of, like I said, create that fortressy feeling. So you can see that there's ramparts running through the piece.
Yep. Yeah, like I
Um,
keep finding things, right? Like,
and I cut out the arrow slits from the ramparts so you can, I mean, it's hard at this size, but you can actually see what's
no,
in
yeah,
behind.
exactly. Like right here, right? Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, they're
showing
all,
this image through, right?
yeah.
And look over here, guys. Like this image is this is not the same image, is it, or is it?
What do you mean?
Sorry,
No,
the flat stone and the sort of rocky stone.
yeah, yeah. It's a falling down part of a wall.
Okay, yeah, but then she's like cut out the arches, and we've got a
Yeah.
view of like
And put
a
inside
local
the
town,
arches.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I was trying to get across the idea of, like I had said last week, of the town being either, within the walls, or
yeah,
the castle's usually up high on a hill, and the town, when you're standing at the castle,
and you're looking down, the town is very tiny.
Yep.
Because it's far away, and they all, for defense, they're all built with, most of them are built with one wall against the water.
Right.
So that's where the water comes in.
Yep.
And I tried to use the tears to make it look like waves in the water.
Yep.
Yeah, very good.
And then I left the front bit of the water open between the walls. So that's all bits of castle walls.
Yep.
I left it open so that you could get into the picture, basically.
Yeah, right.
And wander back through.
Yeah.
And you can't see it in this size, but there are two little tiny people.
Where? Which quadrant?
They're, oh, never mind. I'll do it this way. So if you go in the water, if you go above the purple building, go up and a little bit to my right, that way. No, the other way. Yeah, and now down. No, go the other way. Other, go the other way. Yeah. Now down. They're right around there. They're standing on a parapet.
Oh my heavens.
Right there?
Is that where they are? Yes, that's where they are.
Yeah.
They're wearing the little red jacket.
Yep. Is that you?
So that's to give you a scale of how tall these things
Is
are.
that you?
Me? No, I'm taking the pictures.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know who those people are.
Are there other people, Leesa, up the hillside? Pull back a little bit, please, Kat.
Yep. Trying to. Sorry. Come on. There we go. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Sorry, guys. It's all right. I'm just trying to figure out how to make the Reddit interface do what we want. Okay, I'm gonna exit and then start again. Okay. All right. Now where did you want to go, Joanne?
The three glass windows, almost dead center.
There?
Just below them. It looks to me like there are two little bodies in snow. It's almost right. Go down.
Those are rooftops.
Oh, they're houses.
Yep.
I got you.
Houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love how many fragments you've got. Like the longer I look, the more I find. Like here, like the little text fragments.
Yeah. I'm so glad those red Welsh dragons are involved.
Yep.
There's one little one and the flag.
There's one there. Yep. And there's another one up on the flag.
Even better close up.
Yep.
It's just awesome. And look at that town way right there. Just down
way back, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't notice it at first, but this is amazing.
Yeah, it goes. The thing I love about this is it goes and goes and goes. Like I don't know how many different pieces she's got in here, but it's a lot more than you expect. And then she's cut holes in it, which creates additional depth, right? Where she's cut holes and has overlapping, like she was talking about arrow slits or the arches, or so.
We've also put in, so the right hand, when I'm looking at it to the right, that little tiny row of houses is actually Cardiff, the capital.
Yep.
Wow.
And then the colorful houses is actually another small town.
Right. Yep.
On the water. And there's also little tiny words in there of different places.
Several.
And one of them,
right? Yep.
And one of them on one of the towers is actually, and all the words are in Welsh, and one of the towers actually has the word welcome, which I kind of thought was funny because I don't think there's anything welcoming about these.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And then at the very bottom is actually Wales in Welsh too.
Yep.
Right.
Cymru.
Cymru.
Say it again.
Cymru.
Cymru. Of course. I can tell from the letters. That's what it says.
It has a kind of Harry Potter kind of mystical element, scary but interesting, you know?
Well, I never saw Harry Potter, so I don't know.
Oh, well, anyway, lots of flying around castles.
Yeah.
So
I love the effect, Leesa. It's just like a weight, varies a weight. So you got this really heavy looking castle, and then all of a sudden there's nothing under it, and it just sort of gives you a real, almost a vertigo kind of
like castles in the sky kind of feeling.
Yeah.
I think
Very
it's really engaging because it does feel grounded, because we've got a lot of, like, the darks are predominantly in the bottom half, but not entirely, right? So like having these, I think this is really crucial here, this little area. I also really love your sky, Leesa, made up of many different kinds of skies.
Is that watercolor in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the only bit of watercolor? I think so.
Yeah, because this is the crappy paper, so I realized
okay,
that.
Right. You laid that down and thought, not doing
it's
any
not
more
going
of
to
that.
work.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, I'll just use it as a sky darkening in the sort of off in the distance, because it's probably going to rain.
And also, like, the granulation also ties to, like,
that's what I was thinking.
The stonework really nicely. Yeah.
And I tried to bring in some, so it's hard on this, but there's the little red people, the little red dragon, the red rooftops, the red flag, sort of to pull you around in a circle with the little,
like there's red here, red here, red here. There's probably a tiny little bit up there.
Yeah,
there's a little bit here, like a sort of rusty red. Yeah. So it moves us around, right?
Yeah. So anyway.
Really good.
Also something I really appreciate with this is the mix of, like, the way, like, you've really mixed tearing and cutting very successfully. And
I thought it needed the white edges to break up the sort of the heaviness of the towers, right? So,
and some of those like, I love this here. Like, we've got, like, surf on a beach, but then it connects to, like, tears, right? And there it's used really well. And when you tear one way, you get the white edge. You tear the other way, you don't. And she's using both, right? And the white, the places where the white tears are, they really help. So
they take your eye from top to bottom and left to right, I think, too.
They help us move around.
And look at on the right side. That's a really interesting little collage right there. On the right side where that town is, instead of greenery in the foreground, she's cut the sky of that overlapping photograph in the shape of the landscape. It's so clever. There's another town, by the way, right there in the way distance, just between that reading rock.
So your whole trip in one piece of art, right?
That's amazing.
Bits of everything.
It's so good.
Well, couldn't walk around in Toronto, so I had to do what I did.
Right.
Leesa, how big is it, Leesa?
This
it's not very big, 12 by 16.
Okay.
Yeah, but not tiny either. So
you gotta frame that. You gotta frame that.
Yeah, I agree. It's a keeper. It needs a signature, Leesa.
I'll have to do it in Welsh, though. I don't know how to do that.
You have the resources. You can look up your name in Welsh, and it'll be fine.
Yes, well, it is a Welsh name, so.
Is Leesa? Like,
no, Price. The last name.
Right.
What's your last name, Leesa?
Price.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, bravo. That's remarkable. Yeah.
Thank you.
Joe Ann. Wow. So we heard the struggle. we heard the qualms. We heard the suggestions, and now look.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Yeah.
And
So
Maryland is even more outrageous than in normal life.
yeah, right. I love that. I love this zigzag cut tower. I love the I love the way things break out. Those are really important. Like, look at this column. Like, it looks like we're looking. This looks like a view out the window, except some of the clouds are coming from outside inside.
Yeah, right,
Right.
right.
Across our pillars, and then the developers are like working on now. They're building on our windowsill, right? Um, yeah. So, Joanne, tell us the saga of this piece.
Well, it was satisfying to get it done. The wait, I've just lost me. There I am. The because of the scale of things, it was sort of like in each of the panels, I sort of had to focus on one thing
Yep.
to try to be the highlight of that. And then, quite frankly, I just found images of buildings and threw them around on the bottom to try and have these things rising up out of a busy city.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm disappointed in the Marilyn Monroe buildings because I really didn't find the materials to give them the true shape. But I think that having that sky behind them makes them stand out.
I actually I think sometimes when we can't find the image where we want, we do something more interesting instead, and I think that's what I see right here.
Yeah, yeah.
These are more interesting than the Maryland buildings.
Yeah,
And
well,
I know that they're referencing it. So, yeah.
I wanted the city hall to come out in the second panel.
Yep. Yep.
And so I tore it so that it would be.
Yeah, like this panel has a lot going on, but our eye goes to that because it's got color and it's got the torn edge. So it's small, but it you've achieved it for sure.
And then in the third one, the two buildings on the left, the one in the tall one, the straight one, is still going up. It's I was going to
Right.
try to put some things on top, but failed to do that because it's still building. It is already way above anything else in the city.
Okay, wow.
And that wonky building, again, I couldn't get the lighting on it, but it's quite dramatic. So
Yeah. Love that.
and then I just found enough building pictures to fill in the bottom in what I hoped were interesting ways.
They are. They really are. Something I love is like how this photo seems sort of bleached. It's like, and then these other ones are very like full strength in front of them. I love that play.
And the sky, the movement of the color.
That's from the photograph.
But this is a different image than this one, right? Yeah.
The other fun thing is the inside outside.
Take credit for it, but actually,
All right, let me stop this for a second and get you. Sorry. Where are we? There we are. Give me a second, Joanne. Spotlight you. There we go.
Oh, well, it's quite large, yeah.
the colors are much stronger.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The greens are much stronger.
Yeah. I was surprised. It
Yeah.
looked like they were they were faded. Yeah.
It's the light again, Joanne.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving that pink sky.
I
That's-
love the
Yeah.
sky. I love the way
Yeah.
the sky.
Yeah, and that's the photograph that you're working from doesn't really have the drama of the sky.
No, right.
Yeah. This is way more dramatic for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I love the window and the inside outside. Are we in? Are we
Yeah,
out? Are they
me
in? Are they
too,
out?
me
What
too.
the heck? You
Yeah.
know, I think that's fabulous.
And I love the like blue sky, dramatic clouds, and dramatic color. Like that's That's great. And that's a lot about what you see every day, right? You see a different sky every day.
Yeah, the sky is made from actually four photographs of skies that I see from my window here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Every day is quite amazing.
Yeah.
Should offer it to Mississauga Town Hall. Maybe they like to have that framed as a, possible renovations to the buildings that already exist.
I'll make it as a gift to our mayor.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly,
Actually
right.
know her from a long time ago, and saw her again. That really, the picture really does look washed out. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Compared to the.
I thought about boosting its contrast and saturation, but then I thought, well, I'm not sure that that's actually true. But now I see the original.
Right.
I definitely see that it was. So, but I think you get the award for starting in the most trepidatious place and ending in the most remarkable, right? That what an arc between last week when you were like so
apprehensive.
Yes, perfect. Right. That's exactly it. Yep. So, what do you think, Joanne? I hope you're proud of it.
I'm quite satisfied with it. Actually, I was just a day ago. I had all these little clippings, and I mean, it was just a mess, a pile of stuff. And then I just started moving it around and said, okay, well, time will make me not fuss too much.
Yep.
And so I stopped fussing and just, I needed something green there.
Yep.
On the right side of it. So I found something green and stuck it on. I can see it's coming unstuck, but there you are.
Yeah.
The only question I had was I'm not sure that if I would have that sky thing going off to the pictures right.
I would.
I didn't know whether I'd taken it too far.
No, because you've got a bit of that down here. You've got a bit of it up here, and I think this is a nice echo of it. So, like
it also echoes that little projection on the curvy top right there. Yeah. It echoes that beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's cloud behind it.
I wondered whether it might be, but it feels like it's part of the building too, so that's kind of fun.
But even that cloud has a face in it. Can you see it?
Oh,
it's Maryland rising.
We're not going there. I'm not going to look for it. Yeah,
that was totally unintended.
Yeah,
promise.
Anyway, it's funky. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's really well done, Joanne.
Yeah.
And I just realized the way you've created the sill with like just simple pieces of paper, but it's very effective. Like that shadow, it just works. It feels like it's a distillation of a window frame that works really well. So yeah. Wow. Well, take a bow, Joanne.
Thank you. I'd actually rather have a cup of tea.
Right. Good point.
Well, I just refreshed and
Thank you all for your comments. That was useful.
Yep. And no one else has posted. So the next thing is a cup of tea, Joanne, and you're getting your wish. So it's 11:37. I'll see you back at 11:47 for a little collage fun to wrap up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I remember. All right. So we have about 55 minutes to do a fun little exercise. Then we'll take a look at how it went, and that's our course. But before we get to that, it occurs to me that I didn't do this, and I need to do this. Because those theses. Wow. Yep, you guys rocked it. So take a bow, and we'll move on. We'll move on to some hopefully fun. I hope you find this fun. So, all right. So I'm going to put a list up here, and this is your assignment for the next 55 minutes. So most of these are pretty. You could use those little or as much and interpret them however you wish, but create an architectural collage using these elements, and we'll see what you come up with.
Wow. What's the last one? Decorative plantings?
Plantings, yes.
Oh, okay.
Triangular widows or windows?
Widows. No. Yep. Where is spell check when you don't use it? I tell you.
Well, you didn't spell it wrong.
That's right. Doesn't know everything.
Which now I'm forgetting typographically which one was a widow and which one was an orphan. When you're setting
the orphan is when you've got like 2 letters on the next line, I think.
Yeah, okay, and the widow is the last word on one word on the last line, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to search my brain for that one.
There. All right, let's see how this goes.
Pat,
Yeah.
I just have to go because I have a contractor at the door. I'm
Oh,
not sure how long. I'm going to try to be back.
okay. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Pat, are you there?
Right. I most definitely am.
Well, I took it as a left brain mission to
Excellent.
find something for those things, but is that what was there did I miss, because I ran off so quickly to look for things? Did I miss an assignment? Like, is there anything tying these together? I've got all but, well, I haven't
You're
got all but
making an
one of them.
architectural collage including them.
Okay.
Yep. So that could be you're making a building that includes all of these. It could be a abstract composition where I see a glass ceiling, steel girders, a walkway. It could be somewhere in between. It's
Okay.
Yep. It
You
is.
know, you've just pushed me into my danger zone.
Yep.
But
That's
I'll
my
get
role.
something.
That's my role, Joanne. Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry, you still have half an hour.
Oh, well, yes.
Plenty of time, right?
Oh, I've still got a second cup, so I'm doing well.
Awesome. Who came up with this list?
Has anyone got a triangular window they can sell me? I don't think they make them.
Oh my God, you might have to make one of your own. All right, all right, about 10 minutes left. final couple of minutes. Oh. All right, final minute of play in this collage. All right, who is our first exhibitor? Barbara sounds like she's excited. Can't wait to hear.
Yeah, you're always ready for me for the first one too.
I'll pick someone else.
Yeah, here we go. I didn't get everything.
Wow. Were you ever working big? Wow.
So I'm missing some of the more, camouflage cladding, I think, is in there in that pink thing, but who knows?
Right.
Revolving doors, creative webbing, God knows.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm loving this.
It's a
The
revolving
glass
door.
ceiling, this is the glass ceiling.
Okay, right.
You know what I mean? After you've had a few drinks, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's no going higher after you've
Yeah, there were two metaphors in there: revolving doors and glass ceiling.
Yep. trying to make it more fun for you.
Yeah.
Yep. Leesa, how are things in Leesaville?
Messy. I did have a clean desk, just one.
Yeah,
Well, that's
sorry.
what I feel like. Everything got out.
Holy moly.
So I don't know if you can see that. Is it?
Yep. We can see it. We can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's my walkway. There's my glass ceiling. You can see through it, so it's glass.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There's my girders.
Yep.
Unusual roof line.
Yeah, totally.
Planters right here and here.
Yep.
What else was there?
Camouflage cladding or something like that.
Yeah, that's this.
Yep.
And
some sort of webbing, creative webbing or something.
Oh yeah, that's here.
Yep, I see it.
And it's also the revolving door. So I intertwined two doors, so they're revolving.
Yeah, of course. I love it's actually come out really, really well because it's got it sort of sucks into that spot that has the door and the glass ceiling and so on, but then it shoots up to the unusual roof, those clouds, the path leads in and out. So, wow.
Yeah, it looks sort of realistic until you look the second time. You think,
right?
What?
And that's perfect.
Yeah, that's fun.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
anyway, wow. Yeah.
Fun. That's fun.
Fun is the main thing, right? So, yeah.
Yes.
Especially after our thesis project. So, Gail. Okay, yeah, I see girders. I see
glass ceilings.
I see webbing. Yep, in the foreground there. I see plantings. And tell me about the big shapes behind. The
big shapes behind are just big shapes behind. They're architectural shapes.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Perfect. Yep. And you have
that's sinewy pathway here going through it. Yeah.
Yep. And are those two doors or are those windows or?
These are revolving. This is my revolving door.
Yeah. Perfect. Yep. And you've got some triangular windows in amongst other windows up there. Yeah. So, wow. So, how did you find doing that?
It was interesting. It came together pretty. I thought it was going to be really difficult because the things are kind of way out there. But once I had the images, it was fun. But then, of course, I had to get into a little bit of mixed media. So there's some matter root ink there. So yeah,
is that what the pink is?
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. I love that you've got some mixed media in there. That's very Gail. Yeah. Great. I love it. Ingrid, how are things in Ingridville?
Mine's looking a little bit like the last one.
Yeah, no, but you had triangular windows and spades, didn't you?
I do. I really do. And it was fun. This is my sinuous path. It's gotten a little bit lost.
No, that's totally, that's there.
Plantings on the roofs, which is kind of
creative. I love that. Green roofs. Yeah, perfect. Yep.
And it's the girder. I just didn't, that was hard to find a place for. And then this is my revolving door because I
Right.
don't know. It's got these little curved lines on the inside, so
No,
I
it
thought it
has a
looked
it has a bit of that feeling. So yeah.
like a revolving
And
door.
and you found like a few key elements that sort of anchor it, like that big piece of like I mean, it actually kills two birds with one stone. It's triangular
Yeah.
windows and a glass ceiling, right?
Mhm.
And an
Yes,
unconventional
exactly.
unconventional roof. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that did it. That did it
Wow.
all.
Yep.
I've
And it
got the
really,
wrong magazines. I mean, you've got to have the stuff
right?
to look at,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
Well, I know, and it just happened to be the things that I'd kind of set aside because Kat told us we were doing this project, so that was
Oh,
lucky.
good.
Yeah, I'd love to. See, you've what you cooked up today was great use of leftovers. So yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Joanne.
Well, my room is now a total mess.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
You know,
My
I
work
thought I
is
had
done.
things sort of organized, and I didn't find everything. That's what came out.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, cool. Cool. Yep. Yep. Triangular
So there's the roof
windows,
line.
plantings.
There's the
Yep.
pattern. Oh, that's the only walkway I could find.
Yep. Yep. Sinuous path. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Perfect.
And this is cladding. I don't think it's the kind of cladding you were thinking about, but it looks to me like the sky's
I
cladding.
I
And one of those doors leads to a bar. So
Glass
that's
ceiling
the
involved.
revolving,
Yeah.
that's the
Right.
revolving door.
Yep.
Oh, and this one, I couldn't think what you meant by the mesh or something or other.
Yep.
Webbing.
Creative mesh,
Yes.
creative webbing or
Oh,
something.
I
Yep.
thought that was pretty creative webbing.
Yeah. Totally. Yep. Yeah.
So-
Hammock. Right. Perfect.
And
Yep.
I got the triangular windows, and this is a girder
Yep.
stuck out. So I missed a couple of the things.
You got a lot
I
of them though.
missed glass ceiling. I couldn't find one of those. And a revolving door, but the bar door revolves. So there you go.
Yeah.
And now everything is chaos again.
Oh, good. Okay. So I've done my work, and I can let you go into your afternoon, knowing I've done my work. Shauna.
Okay.
Yep, that's you.
That's me. Okay. Can you see it?
Oh my God! Holy moly! Yep.
Horizontal steel girders at
Yeah.
UT.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Glass canopy in Aurora.
Awesome.
I mean, it's not a ceiling, but it's a canopy. It's an awning.
It's glass overhead. Like that's
Yeah.
a ceiling of sorts, isn't it? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a triangular window because you said I could make one. So
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
interesting cladding, unique vertical planting.
Yeah. Cool. Unconventional
mesh,
roof. Yep. Yep.
There's a wire church. It's an artist building.
Wow.
Mesh. It's in the Chinese wall, a wall of China. It's a circular path.
Oh my God. Wow.
Wow. And those are revolving doors.
Yep.
She's in the foreground, he's in the background.
Yeah. I love
Soon
it.
to be switched because of the
Yep.
glass ceiling.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Exactly.
Do not like those kind of exercises. I'm not comfortable with those at all.
Okay, good. I'll make sure that
I'm all
there's one.
jumpy. I got
You need to go for a little walk to calm down.
yeah.
Yeah. Did I miss
Well, my nice sunshine has turned to a sort of a snowstorm now. So
Oh,
But it's also in my part, West Toronto, it's gone back to sun again. So
Oh.
it's coming.
Well,
wow.
we're coming
Well.
over to visit, Barbara. Yeah. Betty, are you there? I think maybe not, but I'll just ask in case. If you are,
part of her is there.
yeah, but I think she's probably still dealing with a contractor. All right. This is
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
yep. So
And it's pretty.
Yeah.
I, I spent forever making a bad attempt at revolving doors, and so I didn't have anything glued down at like 10 minutes to go. I made the girders. So by the time I had the girders, triangular windows and girder and revolving door made, I was like, so I cut her head off and tried to put something that looked like a glass ceiling stopping her there.
Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah. And my creative plantings are, or whatever the plantings are microbial. And the mesh is like stockings. So
yeah.
So
very good, very good.
And the unconventional roof
Looks
is like a sculpture. Sorry?
Yeah. Your
Sorry,
signal
Bill?
seems to be messing around.
Wow.
Your video is a bit weird, and your timing was off. That's
Okay. Well, you know what?
I think Kim.
Can you hear
Kim
me?
Time's running out.
probably timed this to
Yeah.
whatever jury rigging she did to get you online has run its time.
Yeah. Can you hear me at all?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, we've made it, which is awesome because it's all done through my phone. Kim found out that there's an outage with no ETA for being fixed, so it's just a miracle we managed. So
That's great.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Kat.
yeah, no, thank you so much, guys. You know, what you guys bring to it is what makes it. And you guys all brought your A game, and I really, really appreciate that. So
Yeah, it was fun.
It was wonderful, Kat. Loved it.
thank you. I really I loved seeing what you guys came up with. Like I could never imagine it, and that's exactly what I look for. So in the break, Leesa was asking if I have courses coming in the winter. I do. I'm just figuring out what they are. I have ideas. There will probably be another the collaged response to something else. And I'm going to try and get those up on my website within the next week. So
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you have a great holiday. Thank you for everything that you brought to the course. And yeah.
Thank you, Kat. I mean, you brought such a positive, I don't know, positive, energetic, and creative way of responding to each of our works, and also helping us to look beyond what we've got to broader fields. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
No,
You're a good educator.
Oh,
Very
Yeah.
good.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
I hire the best students. That's what makes me go.
Oh, sure.
So,
Well, of course you do.
yeah, exactly.
You
Right?
attract the best.
Okay, so now we have hours of cleaning up our workroom after this mess. Take a holiday after that.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
All right.
All right, bye-bye,
Nice to
everybody.
meet all of you.
All right,
Bye.
guys. Take care. Bye bye.